The Central Ontario Standardbred Association is working with you to ensure a vibrant horse racing community. Shared stories call for a united voice. That's COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. So whether you're first, last, or somewhere in between, we've got your back. With insurance, benefits, free lifetime memberships, and more. COSA. Follow our stories on social and check out the process at cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. Track announcer Shannon Sugardoe with you, setting up the action for this evening. One thing I can tell you is that it's not as cool as it has been the last few evenings here in London. We're right around the freezing mark. Weather currently saying cloudy, 0, so 32 Fahrenheit, right? 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. Likely fast track conditions. Anything less, I guess you would call it good to fast. That's my guess right now anyway, as we're getting close to post time on race number 1. The changes will come up following the pregame show. We've got the early pick 5, sponsored by HBI Bet, to talk about here in the opener. Let's bring up a ticket for the early pick 5, races 1 through 5. I've gone deepest of all in the opening leg, hoping for a value player maybe to show up here in race number 1. My top selection was the 7, Domino Sealster. Domino Sealster should be a factor there from the outside post. Garrett Rooney stays on for Jerry Sims. There will be a line to announce. You can catch it in the changes. I know it, but I'm going to give to you in the changes. So there you have it. 1, 3, 6, 7, and 8. 5 deep in the opening leg for race 1. The second race, we're 3 deep in there with Sorprese. Let's Take to the Sky and Cash. The Trotters do battle in the second. Over into race number 3. Number 2, Township Willie off the claim, or the 6, Edam Sports Baby, who's dropping in class and adding blinkers. Put a big circle around number 6 in race 3. I believe that one is in with a great shot tonight. Over into race number 4. The 2, Sporty Tory, or the 7, Salzbrook Jesse. Preferred 2 and 3 handicap with post 5, 6, and 7 assigned in that 4th race. And over to race number 5, the 1, Deputy Sealster, or the 8, Escape, who's following out the speed. There are a couple of scratches in there. The 4, Dover Sealster, and the 6, Windsong Leopold have come out. Alrighty, the early pick 4 will begin in race number 3, third race tonight. Starting up that early pick 4, and yes, indeed, we're going to stay with Township Willie, Edam Sports Baby. The more I look at it, the more I am liking the 6, Edam Sports Baby in there. Loving the fact that he's dropping in class, and loving the fact they're going to put the blinkers on him tonight. 4 deep in the 4th, 5th race. Stay with the 1, Deputy Sealster. Stay with the 8, Escape. And if we make it on over to race number 6, we're going to hit with that all button. Race number 6 appears to be wide open. Field of 8 on the pace. Great looking field of girls on the pace there in race number 6. One of the more wide open events on the night. And I guess you could call race 7 wide open as well, because we're going to an all button again for the start of late pick 5. Don't normally go the all button right up front unless I see value, or if I got a 6-horse field. And that's what we got in race number 7, a 6-horse field that, you know what, nothing really jumping off the page, though number 6, Hope to Be First, would be jumping off the page if he didn't throw that break into his program line last time out. Just an odd occurrence for this 14-year-old son of Sagebrush. He had a long win streak coming in, an 11-time winner last season. Again, a long win streak coming into last week. He was a odds-on favorite from an outside post 7. He was making a challenge up by 3/4, and he just went to the gallop. He did recover nicely. He was sitting 7th, turning for home. He come on to finish 4th, but it was all for naught because he was placed 8th for the extended break. So again, a reduced field of 6 in race number 7. But for me, nothing really jumps off the page in there, and we could get a price to start up the late pick 5. Then we're going to go 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 to complete. We're going to go 2 deep, races 8, 9, and 10 on our late pick 5. And then the late pick 4 starting up in race number 8, a group of trotters. And in race 8, the 1, Victoria Has a Secret, draws well again. Definitely should factor in there. And then the Hitman, number 6, Sicario, likely to be on or near the lead again. He just missed last time out, showing 2 minutes, 2/5 to finish second best. And there's not a whole lot of 2 minutes or sub 2 minute speed in that 8th race trotting event. The 9th race, we'll try the 1, Royal Big Guy, and the 5, Mr. X. Race number 10, number 5, Stonebridge Scout, finding a nice spot. The old horse, 14-year-old son of Western Maverick, and now getting Scott Coulter on board as Scott Ray opts to stay with the 8 rough trade in there. So I'm going to use them both, 5 and 8, for race number 10. If we make it to race 11, why not hit that all button? A Sham of Amber expected to take a ton of action with that rail advantage. There is a scratch of number 4, St. Lad's Fiji. If you want to play along, I think that 20-cent pick 4, the way it shapes up on the screen, about $12.80 on a 20-cent wager, should you care to play along. We do have some best bets, courtesy of Ontario Racing, Tony Elliott, Lou Sorella, myself. So Ontario Racing will be chasing after number 3, Jays and Tigers in the opener, 3-1 in the morning line. Gets an improved post, and leading driver Tyler Borth on board. Over to race number 5, Tony Elliott, racing manager here, selecting 1, Deputy Seal Steer meeting, much easier. Could go all the way with that rail advantage. A few more best bet ideas later on in the card. Race number 7, Lou Sorella says on Hope to be First, he can toss out his latest and he'll get back on track in here. Hashtag Lou knows all over 6, Hope to be First in race number 7. For me, I'm going to chase after the 1, Royal Big Guy, up in race number 9, coming in off the claim. I believe the rail advantage helps that one a lot, and yeah, could be a key player for your multi-legs in the late going here tonight. We've got 11 races featured. Again, I believe it's fast and dry conditions. Anything less than fast would be good to fast, I would assume. Again, much nicer evening for winter racing here in London. We're on the freezing mark at 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, and not a whole lot of wind to be talking about as well. A couple of, well, wintry nights the last couple of evenings, right? So we'll hope for better conditions out there this evening. Best of luck to all racing. Best of luck to all playing. And next time you hear my voice, we'll be doing program changes. Good luck tonight.